Hey, this is Travis Kassab. I am a UX research lead at a large blockchain company, and I recently made the switch from Web 2 to Web 3. And I get a lot of people asking me, how do I do the same thing, especially UX designers and researchers? How do I go from Web 2 to Web 3? I think this also applies to product managers, to front-end developers, and marketing as well, kind of other non-tech roles. The most important thing with interviews is to build the top of your funnel out. It's a numbers game, so you're going to apply to many different places and you're only going to get a few offers. Web3 is particularly hard for newcomers because there's so much, and there's so much to learn just to figure out who's even hiring your role. Some of these projects are open source projects where there's not any budget in the first place. It's just the developers building things. So we need to identify the companies who are hiring your position, and I'm going to focus on UX design in this video. So what are all of the Web3 companies that are hiring UX designers? I'm going to show you different methods for identifying those UX design job opportunities. The first we're going to talk about at the ecosystem level. You've got in Web3 different ecosystems that are forming around these layer 1 blockchains. So layer 1 blockchain is like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and Polkadot. So you've got the Solana blockchain, and then you have decentralized applications that are building on top of that blockchain. Now we're starting at this level because layer 1 blockchains, the ones that I'm talking about here, are well funded. There are billions of dollars, if not, or at least hundreds of millions of dollars backing them. So these companies and foundations that are building these layer 1 blockchains have very large budgets and are hiring UX designers. So if I go to Solana, for example, I've listed the companies that are backing it. So Solana Labs is this one right here. And I'm going to Google Solana Labs careers. It's going to take me to the Solana Labs career page. I'll search for design. And you can see it's going to come up with UX, UI designer roles right here. And there's actually quite a lot. The next method is similar but more general. We're just going to look at Web3 job boards. So I have a list of links right here, and I'm going to go to Web3 Jobs. And these aggregate job postings from everywhere. So this is just aggregating 683 Web3 jobs. And if I click design, we're going to filter for just design jobs. We have 56 right here. And you can apply from here. Next, if you're watching this video, you're probably familiar that Web3 has tokens and cryptocurrencies associated with them. And there are websites that list these tokens. So CoinMarketCap is a good example. It's very popular. It lists all of the Web3 tokens in order from greatest to least market cap. So market cap is just the size of the project. You could think of it as a signal for how big the project is and potentially how many jobs are associated with that project. Maybe that's fair to say. Now you could even start to filter these listings based on platform. Maybe I'm interested in Solana. And now it's showing you just Solana tokens, and I can scroll down here and I see that there's a project that looks interesting called Steppin. So I click on that. You can go down and you can read a little bit about it in the description. Or you can just go straight to the website and see if they have a careers page, which I already know this one does. And so I'm going to click that. And now you're looking at Step-in Careers. So this is it's a decentralized application that's building on the Solana layer 1 ecosystem or blockchain. And you can apply to the jobs here. So that token listing method is probably really good for large to medium-sized projects. But if you're interested in smaller seed stage startups, then I'm going to tell you something about Launchpads. So Launchpads, Solanium right here. This is a Solana Launchpad. This is a place for really small startups, crypto startups, to come, list their token for others to purchase that token. But the cool thing is that all of the projects that have been funded and have crowdsourced their funding are listed right here. And so you can actually see how much they crowdfund. 142,000 for Dragon War. 160, that's 1.6 million for Darligo. I can click on this. I can go to their website. Maybe you get linked out to their Twitter or Telegram page, and you can try to connect with a hiring manager here. Now, I'm really excited about telling you guys about this because I know a lot of you have very little actual professional experience as a UX designer. So it might be hard to go and get this legitimate professional job for one of the layer 1 projects that I talked about before, but these smaller seed stage companies have smaller teams and fewer resources. Maybe you can work for them for free. Maybe you can look through these and bring together a couple different portfolio projects working with them for free. Try to get a hold of their hiring manager or the co-founder, direct message them, and see if you can help them with a project they might be in need of UX designer. Next, there are large tier 1 venture capital firms that are investing hundreds of millions of dollars into crypto projects. I've listed some of them here for you. So let's look at Pantera Capital. It is a crypto venture fund, and we can look at their portfolio of companies, and it's going to list all of the companies for us in which this Pantera has invested in. And again, like obviously it's common sense. You go to their website and you see if there are careers listed here for Abra. If you can get a hold of the founder, something like that, search for this on LinkedIn. You got to be creative with this. I'm just giving you starting points, and this is a way to identify companies in the crypto space. Now, I know everything I just told you can seem like a lot of work. These are lists that you're going to have to go through, and it still might be difficult for you to find a place to start. So this last section, I'm going to really simplify things for you. I have 3 Web3 categories that are really UX focused. And I know that these companies have UX design teams. The first is a cryptocurrency exchange. This is where people go from fiat into cryptocurrency, and there's this whole convoluted user journey associated with it. We need better design here. So click on that link and go to a list of many different cryptocurrency exchanges. The next category is NFT marketplaces. This is where if you have an NFT, you can list it on here as an auction or buy it now. And it's basically like the eBay for NFTs. You can buy and sell NFTs from here. This also is very UX focused. And then the last category is Web3 wallets. This is potentially the most important product category in all of Web3 because wallets are going to serve as our identity and our central hub where we manage all of our cryptocurrencies and Web3 applications. So there are several form factors for Web3 wallets. There's browser extensions. So I'm using the Google Chrome browser here, and I have a MetaMask crypto wallet up here as a browser extension, and this is the login screen for that. The other form factor is mobile wallets. So iOS and Android, crypto is going mobile. And if you want mobile UX design experience, then check out some of these products. And then also hardware wallets. This is an interesting category for people who want to do stuff in multi-device experience. So a hardware wallet is a physical device that I plug into the computer. It looks like a USB stick. I plug it into the computer, and then I have also a UI interface on my desktop computer. So I'm typing in a password on my physical device, and then I'm also doing stuff on a UI on my desktop. Thank you for watching. I hope that's helpful. If you want to get to this list so you can follow these links, then the link is in the description. So just follow that. You're going to fill out a Google form. I'm trying to understand a little bit more about my audience, so just answer some of those upfront questions, and then it will link you out to this Google Doc here. Thank you, guys.